Hello, students. Students, we were doing the first chapter of Snapshot, that is the Summer of Beautiful White Horse, and we have completed 2 pages. And today we will going to start with the next paragraph from where Aram is giving the description of his uncle Khosrow. So let's start with the story. Every member has a crazy streak in it some way, and my cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of the crazy streak in our tribe. So here Aram is telling that in every member there is one sort of a person who is crazy. So in my family, who was he? Who was that person? He was Murad, and he was considered to be the craziest person because he was very much into funniest things. He shouted, right? He used to do craziest things with Aram. So that is why he is giving the description as a crazy streak. And my cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant. Natural descendant means one who actually inherits the qualities from like ancestors or from family members of crazy streak in our tribe. Before him was our uncle Khosrow, an enormous man with a powerful head of black hair and the largest moustache in the St. Joachim Valley. So here Aram is saying that before him, before Murad, Uncle Khosrow was considered to be the craziest streak in our family. Why? Craziest streak, and now here he is giving the description of Uncle Khosrow, that Uncle Khosrow is enormous. Enormous is huge and big man with a powerful head, and he is having a very big head of black hair and largest mustache, and his he is also having a big mustache in the St. Joachim Valley. St. Joachim Valley is one of the long interior valleys of California, as you can see here it's written over there, one of the long interior valleys of California. A man so furious in temper. So here Aram is giving the description that he was this sort of a person, like he was very much irritable, he was very much impatient, he was very much furious. Furious means violent. In temper, so irritable, so impatient means he do not have patience at all, that he stopped anyone from talking by roaring. That anyone, if like two persons are talking, then he will going to stop that person and started roaring, means started shouting. It's no harm, pay no attention to it. I told you earlier in the video that he is having the quality of repeating this statement again and again. It is no harm, pay no attention to it. Whatever happens, he is having like habit of repeating this line again and again. It is no harm, pay no attention to it. That was all, no matter what anybody happened to be talking about. Once it was his own son Arak running 8 blocks to the barber shop where his father was having his mustache trim to tell him that their house was on fire. One day, what happened, his own son Arak and like Uncle Khosrow was sitting in a barber shop and he was having his mustache trim. So from the 8 blocks he came running, Arak, his son, and he told his father that his house was on fire. And here you can see that how this man was actually reacting. Means he didn't react anything, he just say pay no attention to it, it's no harm. This man Khosrow sat up in the chair and roared, and he was sitting in the chair and he was having his mustache trim, and in the chair only he started roaring. And what he says, it's no harm, pay no attention to it. Again he is repeating this line again and again. The barber said, but the boy says your house is on fire. And barber was like totally shocked that his son is actually telling that father, our home is on fire and he's not reacting in that manner, right? But the boy says, your house is on fire. So Khosrow wrote, enough, it is no harm, I say. And again, he repeated this statement to Babur that what's the big thing? Enough, it's no harm, I'm saying. My cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of this man. So here, as it is written over here, that Aram is telling that my cousin Murad is also like Uncle Khosrow, right? And he is actually inherited that qualities from Uncle Murad only. What I think so. Although Murad's father was Zorab. Although Aram is telling that Murad's father was Zorab. Basically, we inherit the qualities from our parents, right? So, Zorab was very practical person and nothing else, right? But Murad was the craziest freak in their family. That's how it was in our tribe. So here Aram is saying that was actually all the persons are there in our tribe. Coming towards next line, a man could be the father of his son's flesh, but that did not mean that he was also the father of his spirit. So this is actually a very good line, very beautiful line in which he's trying to say that a man could be the father of his son flesh, but that did not mean that he was also the father of his spirit. So this statement states that father can stop his son from making a wrong move, but he cannot stop his son from thinking that way, right? So here we can say that father has control over his son's body but not on his mind. The distribution of various kind of spirit of a tribe have been from the beginning. So here Aram is saying that from the beginning we have distributed the spirit of a tribe had been from the beginning capricious and vagrant. Capricious means changing very suddenly or quickly, right? And vagrant means wanderer. We rode and my cousin Murad sang. So here Aram is saying that we were riding, we were enjoying, we were having a very good time, and my cousin Murad is like singing like anything, means he is enjoying to the fullest. For all anybody knew, we were still in the old country, where at least according to, so here he's saying like for anybody knew, we were still in the old country and we were enjoying to the fullest, means we were riding.